Another bag, another season, no description of the feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it, ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it, ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it, ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it, ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and long for Daniels. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. First down now. Ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Prescott opening with a pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on. Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dak now from the gun. This one falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And that's out. We're just waiting for this box. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kalen Carson with the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Cowboys rush it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Trying again, following the set. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. This play goes for 36. And that'll be good for a Washington first. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Robinson on the inside give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
First down, here's Dak. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Dump off caught by his back. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
There we go. Wait.
Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8.
Yeah.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Daniels from the pistol. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Play fake here, Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So out now comes the punter, Kavontae Turpin, on the return for the Cowboys. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a man right side. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yeah!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
That one's complete over the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take.
And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds his target, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 14. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun is Prescott. That's Lamb running a slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
2nd and 6 now. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Now Dak to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And they bring him down around the 34. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
Blitz coming, Dak. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Yeah!
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call, and what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. All right, they appear comfortable with the lead they have, so they're just going to kick this from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now we're on with Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A run here with Robinson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Switch and 8.
Lone back gets the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
So we're through 3 here. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yeah!
Now Prescott. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot, go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And now they face 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
And they pick him off again! And the Cowboys will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Another carry for him. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Back to the well again. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, 47. Yeah! Hey, 47. 26.
Now here's Prescott. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Gay's kick is good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete to Pittman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yeah, here we go.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys close to picking up their 5th win. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yeah.
They give it to him again. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Throw complete to Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.